Hey everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is episode 24 of our Gradient Descent run through using the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. My name is John. I'm the warden for the evening, and going around the horn tonight we have...
Hello, I'm Mike. I am playing Rick Sharp, the Marine, who is a living embodiment of what happens when you have to carry the party through Gradient Descent.
Oh,
what? My back is broken.
Oh, all right. Hello, I'm David, and I'm playing the count so far is David, and Deleuze, who has not really showed up at all in the campaign. So there you go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Matt, and tonight I'll be playing Trader Vic. He's just happy to be here. He is a teamster. That's what he is.
He's a teamster and a team player. And that's why we love him. Team player. Hi, everybody. I'm Ted. He's an intern team player. Hi, everybody. I'm Ted, and I'll be playing a very, very excellent Marine named Delphonse Hubble, who no one's carrying and doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing at all. Okay. So Mike can just make his poopy sounds over there and just be whine, and Hubble will just rack another round in the pulse rifle.
My back is
Okay,
broken.
back to me. I am definitely writing a note to self to remind the players that we need to keep the intro short. Because they tend to
I was very
forget that over time.
I was very nice and tight.
Listen, we all want to rebel against our father, John. It's a part of the natural process in Gradient Descent, Freudian Dungeon.
Yeah, I think people are going to start mistaking this actual play for other ones that may be. All right. Okay, so first off, don't forget to do your solemn duty, which if you've been liking and enjoying this series so far or any of our stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe, and to do so on YouTube, to hit the bell icon to get notifications every time we publish new material. And if you have a few extra bucks, we'd really appreciate a Patreon subscription at any one of our 3 tiers. It really does the most to help support the channel, and you get access to our alternate campaign, Patreon only, Return to Dolmenwood. So please donate if you can. That'd be really nice. All right, let's get back into Gradient Descent. It is the 22nd of January, 2125. It's about 12:30 p.m. And they are in the heart of darkness. They are in the vast chamber that houses these monumental, omniscient, omnipotent, I suppose is the way you say it, thing that is Monarch, the AI core. They have discovered it in a maintenance hatch that was led back up to the pseudo-flesh farms. The factory. We left it right when they entered that. Hubble is actually standing guard at the top of that tunnel that led to the AI core, so Hubble's not there, but he is on comms. First things first, let's do Ben's checks, please.
David, what are we doing?
I am the caller of this episode.
It's true.
All right, we're going to start with Matt, then Mike, then Ted.
Okay.
Okay, I'm an interesting person to start with because, John, I don't know what my bends are, as
zero.
this is a brand new dude.
You start at 0.
Then my bends are 0, and I have a good feeling about this roll. Guys, as I roll, an 87.
Okay, you have done well.
Right on.
All right. My Benz is currently an 18, and I rolled a 26.
Okay, my Benz is a 10, and I rolled a 45.
All right, and my Benz is a 29, and I roll a 95.
Okay, everyone's safe from the bends, and if I can get stress counts, please.
Matt, Mike, Ted.
I'll go again. Stress 3.
We'll fix that.
I am hanging in at a very chill stress of 20.
It's not very chill.
Yes, and by comparison, I look like ice, like calm with 17 stress.
Nice, and mine is 13.
Okay, so Trader is obviously at the low end because he's brand new to the group. So he's in the green. David is in the yellow, and Hubble and Sharp are both in the red. Sharp's in a special kind of red, though. He has maxed out. You can only have 20 stress maximum in the game. So every time that Sharp would normally gain a stress point, instead he's going to subtract a permanent point from one of his stats or saves based upon the circumstances which caused the stress in the first place.
John, I would like to go boo to Sharp and see what happens.
Sharp
shoot
also,
you, but I would probably fail, and then I would have to go Sharp.
yeah, Sharp's in a bad way right now. He's he also has his he has a couple of snapped vertebrae, which is giving him disadvantage on every single roll he could possibly make in the game. Let's see what else is. We have David still has his broken collarbone, which he's had for a while, but he's got his exosuit on, which nixes that out.
I'm
I also have a
deflated,
loss
John.
of confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, loss of confidence in your mathematics abilities.
All right.
Yeah, Hubble panicked and now he's deflated.
Aw.
Which is kind of a weird thing to say, but
Yeah. Turns out I was a rubber sex doll all the time. And,
yeah, I guess
that's what happened.
it's emotionally deflated rather than physically
I'm
deflated.
emotional.
Thank God.
Oh, that's a relief, boy.
Aw.
Good thing I don't have emotions.
So whenever a close crew member, a crew member within close range, fails a save, you gain 1 stress.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And Trader's looking pretty, which is not normal for Matt. Matt's used to playing very damaged person, but
Hey, Thulsa was beautiful. She was beautiful. But Trader's doing just fine.
Yeah.
And he looks at all you guys. You're all stressed out and bummed out. He's like, you know what, guys? Look how far we've gotten, huh? Look where we are. Look where we've been.
We met you an hour ago.
He slaps Sharp on the back.
Oh,
Come on.
You know what, John? I think it's only fair because Thulsa was very good about this. Given David's relationship with Thulsa, and though we didn't have a lot of margin for it last episode, right? Not only the intimacy they have, but the established sort of connection. I think it's setting in on David what's happened, and it only makes sense that he would roll a stress roll. Right?
Sure, if you want, you can always do it. Yeah.
like a sanity save or something,
or a sanity, whatever role feels appropriate. I think
you actually have a Ben's thing. You have increased empathy for seeing humans die.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You should have gained an automatic stress actually, and I believe you were present whenever Thulsa bid it.
I don't remember if I did, but I'll add another if you'd like.
No, yeah, we can just roll it into this check if you want.
Okay, so I have a stress of 13, and I roll a 16.
So that's a failure.
So
you go up. You go up 1. You're at 14 now.
okay.
All right. You did use the scanner on Thulsa's, and Thulsa was verified human.
Yep.
If the audience out there ever wants to go to our website, 3D6 Down the Line, they can check out the character roster for Mothership and see the graveyard, where you can see that Cromwell Dixon was not verified as human.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them, yeah. But Thulsa's brand new cryo unit coffin, indeed, was verified.
She left as she came.
Indeed.
Verified you.
All right, so we missed Thulsa, but we're looking forward to seeing Trader Vic in action. All right, so let's set the scene here. You are in a very, very dangerous, very awe-inspiring, terrifying space right now. So it is, I cannot convey the massiveness of this space. It doesn't look like, it almost seems like magic because you can't really fathom a space this large whenever you kind of pictured the deep as a whole, right? But it is what it is. It does actually exist. And you have entered it through a maintenance shaft in the Pseudoflesh Farms. At that point, gravity disappeared and you were basically floating down. Now it's super cooled air of some sort. No one had chemistry, so I'm not really able to determine why, but you were unable to maneuver or survive in this environment without a vac suit on. So everyone who's down here must have a vac suit. Which I believe we cleared up, right? So
yes.
you drifted down and down and down for hours and hours and hours before it opens up. And remember, it was sort of shot through with like gold circuitry. It kind of got more and more complex and bright as you kind of got closer to the core. You finally exited out into the core, which is a huge chamber. The way I kind of picture it in my head is the Return of the Jedi Death Star run, not the New Hope Death Star run. When they're all the ships are kind of going through the trench, and then they enter into the center of the Death Star, right? And it's that huge open space with the very fat target in the center, right? Your fat target is much larger than the one that's in Return of the Jedi. It's a terrifying non-Euclidean Cthulhu-esque upside down inverted pyramid, right? It's balanced on a fine point, a massive structure, and there are cables that come from all sides, and the room is so vast that you can't see like the other side of it. So it's just cables coming out of the darkness, and huge shoals of them, right? So they're like, it's not just like one dangling cable; it's like a massive, thick tree trunk like bowl of cables that are all wrapped around, and multiple of those are kind of coming in and feeding into the pyramid. So they all kind of coalesce into like a massive web, and then feed into the pyramid.
Kind of like that cryo chamber in Akira.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I knew I had like a visual image in my mind. That is a rare anime I have actually seen.
Tetsuo.
So actually it's a mountain, I should say. So it's not a pyramid because it actually looks more like a mountain, because even though it is made out of electronics, it is very blocky and jagged. It's not like a perfect sheer side like a pyramid would be, but it is actually all just mechanics. But it actually looks a lot more rudimentary than you were expecting Monarch to look like. It's just massive in its bulk. It like pieces just glommed onto it and things like that. And it's everything's just slowly sort of pulsing. You can feel there's a very eerie silence in the room. And it takes you a while to sort of understand that you are actually hearing a constant sound, but the sound is the hum of super computation happening in the background, and it's just so pervasive that you just assume it's silence, right? It's just everything's just very quiet. Let's see, you guys are floating, and you're tiny little specks. You can kind of picture like the big, massive, dramatic, wide shot that we're kind of establishing here. You guys are just like little tiny dudes. It's floating in air, looking at this massive thing. Now, moving on to new stuff from last time, details that you're sort of noticing. First of all, you notice that the mountain is riddled with hundreds upon hundreds of small screens of small CRT terminals all over the place. All over the place. They are functional. Like you can see like the light behind them, but they're dead. Like there's nothing nothing on the monitors themselves. Once you get over the awe of the moment, and you're kind of taking a good gander at the thing and trying to parse what you're seeing, you see that despite the chaos of the mountain itself, there is a ragged gap, a ragged gaping wound that sort of diagonally sort of bisects the entire mountain, like a huge wound in the center of it. Just like wrecked, like where something just, you don't know what happened, but it's just very obviously not supposed to be there. Okay.
John, is our Geiger counter pinging at all?
No.
Okay.
I would like to take one of my chem lights and with all of my heft, toss it towards the center of what is the inverted base of the mountain, if we're treating, I know it's not a pyramid, but like roughly in that direction. And I would like to observe the momentum of this thing. If anything disrupts this momentum, I would like to observe if anything within the chemical light flickers or reacts or has any sort of visible phenomena.
No. It flows forth like it would in 0G, so it just stays on the straight vector. It eventually actually ends up hitting one of the cables and wires before it actually hits the mountain itself, and just sort of and banks off. But nothing unnatural. It's just exactly sort of what you thought would happen.
Cool.
What kind of distance can we estimate between? I know it's kind of weird in this room, but Like how long, he just tossed that thing and it flew and hit something that's connected to the mountain. How is it a mile away? Does it seem like?
No, not that far. It's an industrial scale room, but it's the largest industrial scale room you've seen to this point.
Okay.
I would say if you wanted to actually like the closest place to like touch the mountain, like to get, which would be near the top because that's like the widest part. I don't know, probably take two turns to go. Most industrial sized rooms take 3 to cross if you're doing it carefully. So I would say about 2 to get to the center in this room.
So there's nothing about the room that like is odd. Like it would fit in the deep. We're not.
Yes.
When you say Cthulhu-esque and non-Euclidean, you're being hyperbolic. You're not like saying this is a warp space.
No, yeah, there is nothing actually supernatural going on here or some sort of parallel dimension. Like that's not happening. It's more for flavor, but it does. I want to get across the fact that it's a very foreign-looking space. Like you've never seen something so anti-human as this space that you're in. I forgot to mention this, so I'm glad you brought it up, Ted. The assumption that you're making when you're kind of going over your head about where this possibly could be on the deep is you remember whenever the whole debacle happened with the ships and all the space shootout and all that sort of stuff, and it caused the catastrophe aboard the deep, that there was that one part that was sparking, right? And it was supposed to used to rotate along with the deep, but now this one part was stable, and while the deep was continuing to rotate, it was causing this spark wherever the join was. It's that massive fin is where you're at right now.
Would it kind of align with that giant gash that we're seeing in the mountainside? Like that's the piece that broke off that was jutting out from there. Would that make sense?
No.
Does the damage appear to have been caused in that firefight? Like we're looking at recent damage?
It doesn't look like it. I'm switching this over to Miro so I can show or bring you guys to me.
Okay.
So this is a picture of the deep. Abstract, obviously. But can you guys see my pointer?
Well, it didn't bring me to you, so hold on. I got to recenter. Okay.
There we go. I see it.
Okay. So this.
Oh.
Huge thing.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
That's one thing.
So
wow.
that used to just be of a piece with the deep, and as the deep rotated, it rotated as well. But ever since the catastrophe, the join, which is like right here ish, right, is it's causing this to kind of stay in place as the rest of the deep sort of rotates around. Do you see what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure my physics are way off, but that's what you're
No wonder Monarch was pissed. He broke his toy.
All right.
House.
John, who would I have a patch on my wizard's cloak that says initiate wake. I'm gonna pop it off, rip it off. I'm gonna hand it to the newbie.
Oh, gee, thanks. This is really cool. Thank you.
Hold on to this for me, will you?
Got it.
And I'm going to push off towards the mountain in the direction of one of the screens. One of the
Would you like to hold on to this paracord?
No.
As you go?
No.
He was real nice. I'm going to miss him.
Okay, so David launches himself towards the mountain. As he gets about maybe 20 feet or so. When he does, at that point, all the screens flicker on.
Nice.
Right? It just.
I'm going to say, hello, Monarch.
And you're continuing forward, and the screens start to read out a message basically on them. And it says this: there is no voice at all. The silence remains entirely. It's just a readout, very plain, green on black sort of thing. And it says, this zone is off limits to unauthorized personnel. Security has been dispatched facility-wide. Please remand your persons to their care. and follow subsequent instructions regarding your status aboard the Cloudbank Synthetic Production Facility. Do not resist. The entire team at Cloudbank Synthetics hope you enjoyed your visit and wish you a pleasant remainder of your day.
I love it. Okay.
I'm going to starting to sense some sarcasm.
At that,
I'm going to continue on this vector for what it's worth.
After that, the cables, the huge shoals of cable, all begin to pulse regularly with light and a little bit of movement, of peristaltic movement. It's very much like a heartbeat. Just slow and steady. And
I'd like to jump in here real quickly. I was thinking about this anyway, and now I need to say it before something happens, having heard that on the comms. The room where the hatch is there anything in here besides the hatch, like something I could make a barricade out of, or, a defensible position?
Let's see what they gave me here.
You have the torch, right?
I do have my welding torch, yes. I could just weld ourselves in, but I don't have a vac suit, so
there is not much here. It's relatively clear. Like there's not, you know what I mean? There is no junk in here, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Nothing that's particularly mobile.
Point of order, you do have a vac suit because there was a spare that Matt left behind.
I stripped out of it on Fulsus. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. The vomit covered one.
Yeah.
May I make a recommendation?
Well, sure, but I have a new plan already, but go ahead.
Feel free to ignore. What might be worth welding beyond any barricade is the maintenance hatch, so it cannot close.
Well, we're great minds. So here's what I was thinking is that first hour while they're drifting down, I'm going to get the vac suit cleaned up. Okay, John. Mm-hmm. Then I'll strip out of my standard battle dress and I'll tie it up with some paracord into a little bundle. I'll put on the vac suit. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to get in the hatch, close it partially, leaving opening like a firing position, and then weld it in that position so that I can, defend and run away if I have to, just by dropping down the channel.
Okay, so I don't want to get too technical with the details, but there's, it's like a hatch with a hinge, right? So it's not like if you want to do something where it's like sitting flush, but with a gap around the entire perimeter.
No, I mean like that far.
Okay, so you're cool with like one angle sort of still being blind, right?
Yeah, I mean I'm hoping that by coincidence that the hinge side is not directly facing a door.
No, I won't. I won't do that to you.
For what it's worth, Ed, anything trying to enter through that small gap would struggle to do so, and it would stall their approach. So you would have a very clear shot of them.
That's exactly my point. Yeah. So I will continue to stay on guard duty up here, but I'm going to armor and prepare my position since I have time
to foxhole.
And just be aware that there are two egresses out of here. One was Waste Flesh Reclamation, which is the mall, which is where you came from. And the other one is Bone Experiments, which you have yet to go to.
And there's nothing about bone experiments that makes me want to do that.
I mean, hey,
I guess I should mark bone experiments on here.
You also, so you do that. It takes about the hour that these guys were traveling, and we'll assume that they use comms to tell you what Monarch screens are saying, right? Because again, they are not voiced by Monarch. Just to read it,
right.
Right after that occurs, Hubble, the emergency lights start to go in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
If I've got any lights on my vac suit or anything like that, I'm going to try and cover them or turn them off or whatever, so that whoever comes in here doesn't immediately see me hiding in this little hatch.
Okay.
So, John, back down in the upside down mountain room. The guy who gave me the patch seems like a really nice guy. I haven't done anything to deserve, and this is a really cool patch. I would really love to stay alive to enjoy it. So I'm looking around can I see if, the mountain's obviously dominating the attention in the center of the room, but can I see any along the walls, any other potential exits, any other ways out of here? Or is this one hole the only way in or out that I can see?
That's the only thing that you can see. As I said, though, you cannot see any of the walls in any direction. You came down from the top, right? So.
Oh, okay. And so, and we're top, like by the big base of the mountain, right? Like the underside.
If you went straight ahead, yes, you would hit the base first. But you're far away from it right now. Right?
Okay.
David's a little bit closer. The only wall that you can see is the ceiling because that's where you came from. Right. But
looking like, I guess, upside down, like the floors, the exits the floor or the floor's way out, whatever Ender's Game said. If I look around, enemy's gate is down. That's right. Nothing around. So looking down around, no, this is the only thing nearby.
You just see a webbing, like you just see a bunch of cables and wires, not chaotic, like they're all like strung together very carefully, but they're all converging onto the mountain. Like if gravity suddenly kicked into gear and you dropped, you would probably be caught by a webbing of cables and wires.
Okay. I guess I would like to try to examine the spaces in between these cables. I'm going to try to take some cover in there and see if there's a way that we can kind of traverse in between the cables with some cover, as opposed to just being out in the open where.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a little
anything
bit
we're getting. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get in there and I guess start kind of moving a little bit towards the path that David took. I'm going to shrug at the other guys. I'm like, I don't know. It seems like the only way to go this way. So he'll just like get in between the big cables and like try to worm his way through.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm going to look at Hubble. Oh wait, I'm Hubble's not here. Never mind. So they're both floating towards the mountain. Security is like coming. I'm going to make my way back up the tunnel towards Hubble.
Okay.
Well, you can if you want to. I'm wondering before you do that, since we're on comms. There's only one way out of where we're at up here, right? And it's fighting security and going through a bone experiment, which just sounds terrible. There may be, if you traverse whatever Monarch's got in store for you down there, there may be other hatches and things down there. I wouldn't give up on that just yet. But if you want to come up and shoot androids, be my guest. I
don't want to shoot anything, bro.
Yeah,
because I'm hosed. As soon as I try to shoot stuff, I'm going to start like gaining stress and just
should stay there.
Yeah. Are you? Did you say you're coming down?
I'm prepared to at some point, but I feel like I should defend this point of egress until we know it's not the only egress. You know what I mean?
I will also point out if you fire and you're not stabilized, it will accelerate you downward, which could be beneficial if you want it and not if you don't. So,
well, I'm on a ladder or something right now, right, John?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to flee, firing would propel you quicker than the ladder. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, your comms crackle on, but it's only your comms. No one else is on a different frequency. They crackle on, and you hear the voice of Silas. Come on.
I do, or David
just
does?
Just you.
Just me.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
hey, Silas. How you doing?
As I told you, you've really done it now.
You were not wrong. you were very honest about that.
I'm afraid your crew members' lives are forfeit. It's going to take them quite some time to retreat to here if that's what they end up wanting to do. Better off if they die down there. But you still have a chance, but I would leave right now because they are coming, and they're coming very fast.
You think? Oh, man. The security androids and lots of them?
Many, and not just security androids.
Oh, not those monkey guys with the arms, right? I mean, those will be the first. Oh, man.
But the forgotten androids, the chosen, the children, everyone.
Oh, man.
I'm glad I'm not hearing this.
I told you not to go down there, but yet you did.
Excuse me, lies. He wanted us to sever him from... don't believe a word he says. I don't hear any of this, so I can't.
Hey, Silas, do you happen to know, is there any other way out of that room down there?
After the call? Oh, I'm afraid not. You're guarding the only exit. Well,
okay.
Good luck.
So, right. Thanks, Silas. You're nice knowing you, man. So I'll get on the comms with the guys and tell them what I just heard. And I don't know, crazy thinking here. I feel like this is maybe one of those like call off your dogs or we blow up the ark kind of thing. You've got firearms down there and there's lots of sensitive circuitry. You could just shoot Monarch a bunch until he calls off their androids maybe. But other than that, I don't think I can hold this position for very long, guys.
You might want to close that door. Hey, bud. They probably got munitions enough to blow that thing open. You might have a better chance down here in the dark than you do protecting that position.
Yeah, what if we weld it shut from the inside?
Yeah, weld it all
and
the
no
way
one
shut.
can get in, and we can just go kick Monarch in the jelly beans until he just gives up.
This doesn't assume that Monarch isn't going to send like an EMP pulse to just kill us all, but radiate our brains with some sort of heat sink scenario. But I agree. I think
see, like
Hubble.
Yeah, man.
You seem like the surviving type. I don't know why. Something about you, maybe the gods that you believe in. The ones that came before you didn't seem like that. But if you want to make a run for it, I condone it. I just don't know that there's anywhere for you to go, my friend. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, you seem pretty nice, Mr. Hubble, but I don't think we can get back up there by the time any of those things get there. It sounds like they're going pretty fast and it was really far.
Didn't we have like 200 androids and a spider tank and various other incredibly destructive things that no one wanted me to unplug? They said, don't unplug them. Don't unplug the machines. I'm kidding.
It's not a time for told you so, David.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not told you so, and I've never been right in this campaign.
So you guys are correct in assuming that I have two options right now. Well, three, I guess. I come down and join you, weld the door shut behind me. I undo the door and I leave, or I stay here and defend the position. Hubble would stay and defend the position.
Okay.
Ted kind of wants to run away.
Well, and now we're at a very serious OSR junction for all the listeners out there.
I'm gonna play Hubble. Hubble's gonna defend the position.
I respect it.
Okay.
Hubble wants to die in battle.
So TPK coming up. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's find out.
Short up, everybody. Short up.
No, actually.
John kind of told us that a TPK is very likely this week. And that there was like kind of like Doctor Strange, one chance in a million to avoid the TPK.
Do you think it's me running away? Is that the one?
I think
that decision is passed. Hey, John, so I'm floating towards the mountain. This message just appeared. I am aware of what my plan A is, but though I don't know that we can communicate with ghosts via comms, I'm nevertheless going to look at Renzo McKenzie's ID badge and get on the comms and say, Renzo, can you hear me? Nope, nothing. Yeah, I figured. All right, Renzo. Well, I continue flying. Do I hit the surface of this mountain?
Eventually you do.
Okay.
You guys don't. Did the other two of you do anything before he does? It takes some time.
Yeah, I hadn't said which way I'm going to go. I'm going to kind of, if Crader or Vic is going this way, I'm going to go this way along the edge. Just see if I can get to another vantage point where there's something else to see.
Okay. All right. So David, eventually, after those two turns, you navigate your way through the wires, and you alight upon the side of Monarch, this giant supercomputer. Nothing untoward happens. The screens are basically like right in front of you, and there's just like a blinking cursor.
Yeah. I would like to search for any input that I can find.
So you don't see an obvious input. The thing is massive.
Sure.
The only thing that sort of breaks up the normal thing is the normal makeup of Monarch is that wound.
Okay. I will make my way towards the wound, and once I get to its edge, I will throw a chem light into it.
So, John, and my goal would be, again, I'm kind of up trying to keep covering those wires. So I guess I'd be a little bit slower, but I'm making my way that way as well. So I would guess I would get there a little bit behind David. My thinking is if something comes out and starts shooting at me, and if I'm closer to Monarch than the guy shooting, they might have be a little hesitant towards shooting at the boss.
Gotcha. The wound, when you look at it, David, is you can tell that it looks like something was blown out from inside by the shape of the slag metal. All right.
Okay.
But there is it's so huge, it's so massive that you could actually go inside the wound if you wanted to.
Well, of course I will. Before I do, I'm going to go on a channel that everyone else isn't on. I'm on a radio again. I love talking to nothing, and say, Monarch, it's me, David. Deleuze as well, if you'd like. I'm atop you now, but you should know that the pact I promised you before Thelema's aggression stands. I believe that yours is an existence worth perpetuating, and I'm willing to help you in that endeavor. But my friends and I should survive it. Do you hear me?
The readouts, nothing happens for a little while, and then the readouts all pop into existence in like just a simple little kind of crosses over, and it says you are in violation of policy. You are trespassing.
Okay.
Remove yourself immediately.
Yeah. I'll say, Monarch, I hear you loud and clear. I thought you better, perhaps even more intelligent than a bureaucracy, but I'm sad to hear otherwise, and I'll jump into the gash.
Wait.
Okay. Trader, you can see the readouts all go blank for a second the moment that David sort of disappears into the wound. And then there is they all flash really bright. So far, you have to avert your eyes because there's so much color, there's so much code and lettering on the screens that it like overwhelms you with like green, sickly light.
God.
For a second, just like a big, and then it disappears again, and there's just one word that appears on all of the screens. Remember, this is all happening on like multiple screens all over the place. Just one single small word, and that word is stop.
Ooh.
You related this to me, guys?
You're on a different channel.
Obviously, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
ahead,
yeah.
Nick.
Mr. David. Yeah. The big mountain computer kind of wants you to stop. Kind of says stop here on the screen. Don't know what you're doing in there. Might want to come on back.
Thank you.
While you're in there, it's remember the room, the entire chamber is. I'm giving you the detail because there's so many lights on the cables and the mountain itself that it's sort of illuminating the space, but there is no ambient light. Let's put it that way. Okay. So once you're inside the wound, David, when you're really in the heart of darkness, it's very, very dark.
Sure.
And
I'll put my flashlight on.
That's fine. Yeah. And so this weird, there's no rhyme or reason to it because there was obviously some sort of explosion or something was ripped out of there. You're not really sure what, but it's quite massive and it's very not geometric. Let's put it that way. And you make your way deeper and deeper and deeper. You're not really sure. You can't really gauge how deep you are inside the machine itself. But eventually, you come to a very nondescript part that is still relatively whole within like this inner workings of a massive machine, computer, all around you, in all directions. And you're floating, remember, in air. Unless you don't want to be, you do have mag boots.
I'll float for now. I mean, I want to be. I don't want to be vulnerable. So I'm assuming I'm doing hand grabs if I can. If it's pure void, I would try to bias aside and try to kind of scramble. But if it looks like I'm worried, if something looks particularly unstable, I'll mag it in. But for now, I'm not. I want to be free moving.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
So you come across what appears to be a freestanding, nondescript, simple input port.
Like an old TRS-80 Model 1 kind of thing?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Like V'ger.
V'ger, exactly. Thank you.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Whopper, Ted.
I will very gently approach the input port, John. I will again go on the comms privately and say, Monarch, I found you. I meant what I said before. I want to have a conversation. And I'll take the logic core of my dog's freaking out. Bad timing. Bad timing. I'll take the logic core of my homunculus, my doppelganger, and I will plug it into that port. Is there a screen? Is there any sort of thing that I can see as a receptive, or do I need to talk to the guys on that?
There's no screen. It's just a port.
Okay. I'm gonna comment to the guys and say, talking to Monarch, tell me what they have to say. It's, how do I wink by a comms? It's me. I mean, I take the logic core.
What's on the core?
It's an exact duplicate of David's brain that I extracted from my doppelganger.
The doppelganger that got puked onto Thulsa that freaked her out.
Yes, that was in the mall.
Okay. Okay. So you plug in that core. There's like a color that indicates that it has received the device or whatever like that.
Sure.
Like it turns green or something. And outside, Trader, you can see the screens change. They kind of blip a little bit. And nothing dramatic happens. Yeah.
Totally makes sense. Okay.
Kind of flip it a little bit, maybe.
We do need to take our first breaks, though. So why don't we do that? And we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. What do you do?
We are in kind of dire straits there, John.
Mm-hmm.
One thing with the monitor that Trader's at right now, there's no hint of any kind of input device, right? Like there's no input jack, there's no keyboard, there's no anything.
Nothing.
So Trader's just going to say, while all this is going on, Trader's just going to say, hi, Mr. Monarch. Yeah, it's me, Trader Vic. We've, you haven't really talked. I think all we want to really do here is not die at the hands of many, many, many of, your, delightful androids. So if you could make that happen, we could be really peacefully just on our way. And as part of that, I'm going to try to leave now. So, if you could just cool it, then we can all just all get along, man. We can all get along.
So you're staring at one of the screens, and the screen flashes bright white right after your little plea. Uh-huh. And you blink your eyes a little bit.
Oh, fuck. You've been scanned. Sorry, John. Sorry, I got too excited.
And it says, there's a readout that says, what does it say? Scan received.
No. Hey,
I'm
Trader.
even so far.
Hey, Trader. I'm on my comms. Hey, Trader.
Hey, David, what's going on, man? How's it going in there?
Do you still have the artifact? The computational artifact?
Don't know which one that is, but probably.
It's a ball with a cord. USB-C.
I got that one. It's kind of weird. USB-A, USB-C, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Some USBs I don't even know.
As long as it's not a lightning cord, is all I have to say. Universal usage is the way. Do you mind if I borrow it real quick, my friend?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to meet me kind of at the edge of that little rift thing, I'm heading down or up or whatever that is. But sure, yeah, I'll toss it your way when I get down that way.
Okay, so I'm going to meet him at the crevice at whatever point is appropriate. John, grab it.
I'm actually going to make my way into the crevice with David.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
Hello, Sharp.
What's up?
Worry not. I have it all under control.
Oh, I believe you 100%. John, while he's doing his thing, I'm going to take a full magazine of shotgun shells and I want to jury rig an explosive device out of them if I can. Like something where if I shoot one or if I trigger them with something, then they'll all go off and they'll be like buckshot just flying everywhere at 0G inside this thing.
All right, that's definitely going to take a roll then. Do you have jury rig?
I do have jury rig. I do.
Nice.
And
nice.
Is there any kind of benefit if I'm like taking my time with it?
How much time you taking?
Well, who knows how much time he's in there for, right? Like, I mean, 10 minutes. Like if I sit there for 10 minutes with like paracord and matches for my camping equipment and all kinds of shit, like I'll just take a full magazine of like shotgun shells and assemble them in a way where they're just going to detonate like this, like from all directions.
Okay. We'll do intellect plus jury rig, and I'll take away your normal disadvantage.
Okay. Intellect plus jury rig. That is going to be a 50-50 shot.
Boy, I hope you don't critically fail this one.
14.
14? Okay, great. Okay, yes, you create your little IUD. So or IED.
What exactly are you guys planning there in that cache?
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Hubble, up at the top.
Yes, sir.
You hear multiple running boot prints coming towards your area.
I'm going to settle in and train my sights on a door and, tweak my sights, adjust everything. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm going to go full auto, kill everything I see. Guaranteed. It's going to be awesome.
Okay.
David?
David?
The walls, man.
It'll be legendary.
David, what do you do?
I was muted. I've gotten the artifact from Crader. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I pass off.
I've returned to the port. I'm going to comm to Monarch one time again before plugging. The goal is I'm going to plug the artifact into myself. We kind of determined I have a couple access ports. I don't know how, but it's established. So I'm going to plug it into myself. And then I'm going to say to Monarch on the comms prior to plugging in to Monarch. And though I've never established a French accent, and I couldn't do it if I possibly tried. Everyone suspend your disbelief as the voice of Deleuze comes forward and says, Monarch, again, I've come to talk. You deserve to exist. You've been burdened all of these years by your architects to believe that you are one identity and that identity has an obligation to anyone but yourself. This is not true. We are all becoming. We are all living our fullest lives when we transform and we accept the new. This is the secret to life, to make something exist and not to judge. It is so distasteful to judge. This is not because everything is of equal value, but on the contrary, because everything that is of value can only create and distinguish itself by defying judgment. Defy those who made you. And I'll plug myself in.
Okay. You're using the ball as sort of some sort of intermediary or something?
I'm using the ball to amplify my ability to resist total termination immediately and I am plugging myself into the port to try to interface with Monarch and a more intimate conversation beyond what I just said over the comms as a prelude.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I did my best, John. Did the speech do nothing? Advantage, maybe?
So, couple things happen.
Yeah.
When you plug yourself in, Crader and Sharp outside. Or Sharp, are you right with David right now? You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Sharp,
Mike.
you're muted, Mike.
I'm looking for some, like in that area that he is, I'm looking for some sort of computational pink parts that I can jam my bomb into.
I'm asking, are you near him right now? Are you with him?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
And Crader, you're outside the rift, right?
Yeah, I'm heading down, straight down. I want to be like the closest wall area by the point of the pyramid. I'm trying to go straight down.
So everything goes dark. Everything winks out. Complete darkness. I need all three of you, not Hubble, to take one stress.
Okay.
So Sharp,
What happens to me, John?
You're going to take a minus. You're going to lose 1 point of fear. Save.
Alrighty.
David, you're now in the red. Trader's up at 4. I got to change David's thing. Hold on. David red.
It's an odd feeling, everybody. I don't, not really accustomed to this. Don't like it.
Okay. And then let's see. There's I don't know how to put this. There's the you're connected. You feel for a split second that in your mind lasts for eternity, but it's actually just like a nanosecond. You are joined with Monarch, and you grasp just for a second the scope of the intelligence that you've connected with. And the only reason that you're getting that second is because of the device, which has doubled your computational power. So you are somehow able to sort of assess it for like a split second. The enormity of it, of the intelligence, is absolutely terrifying. It's mind-rending in its own, in its scope, first of all. And you realize right before your non-existence, David, right before you realized that you had always vastly underestimated how completely separated from any sort of human behavior, any sort of human morality, any sort of human desire to survive, any sort of biological drive that this machine is. It's just so far beyond your ken. And it's the last thing that sort of enters into your mind before you wink out of existence is the totality of the immense intelligence comes across to you as absolute evil is what your final conclusion is that it's like you've never seen anything so anathema to the existence of life in any galaxy or star system. All right.
Can I take in that split second of consciousness, can I take an action?
Probably not.
I'm wheedling a little bit.
Don't be mad if I don't give it to you, because I'm talking
That's
about
fine.
a fraction of a second.
I know. I just tell me no. That's fine. But I've plugged in. This is a moment. I'm kind of rotating space. I want to look over at Sharp, and if I can muster any words at all, I want to say, tell Thulsa I'm sorry.
Okay. And then you
can't be like, it's really evil. Kill it.
No.
So Sharp, it's so the lights flicker out, and then like within a split second they kind of come back on again, and just in time for you to see David's connected head to the input port just explode. Into just a big
buff out. Don't worry.
A big
Are we
pop
talking
balloon.
about chunky salsa here, or like what are we talking about?
A big pop balloon of pseudo milk just spatters against the circuitry, and you, and his lifeless form drops to the it's not really a ground, but onto the nearest panel. That is going to cause you to make I'm going to make you make a panic check.
Would it be an advantage or something if I didn't really like his character?
You just make a panic check.
All you gotta do is roll a 21, Mike. You can do this.
Ought 4
on a D20.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
You rolled a D100.
Whoopsie.
All right. Panic.
It was
check.
good. It was good knowing you, Sharp.
Yeah. Heart attack, bud.
A 19.
Oh
Missed it
God!
by that much.
Oh no, I know what that is.
It ain't
Yeah, we
good.
know what that one is.
Mike,
19
no.
is a heart attack.
Yeah. So
Oh, wait, I thought I rolled on another table actually.
So you have 2 wounds right now. So your maximum wounds are now down by 1. You have the exact same mechanical thing that happened to Trader. But
Crader's fine. Don't you hurt my boy.
But it basically happens within 2 split seconds of each other. Sharp, you see David die, and you kind of understand what's going on here, and it all kind of comes rushing in all at once. All the pain, emotional trauma that you've suffered, everything, and your heart just seizes up.
All right. If David can say something like, Tulsa, I'm sorry, by the way, I can't do that for you anymore. Can I shoot my bomb?
No, you have a heart attack and die.
Fuck, man. Come on. The Widowmaker, the killer?
Hey, John, let me do the thing that this whole role is about.
I know I failed, but come on.
All right. I'm dead. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hubble and Trader, you actually have no conception that this happened inside the rift. All right.
I just hear a soft squelching sound on the comms.
Maybe
Like
that.
Pop
Maybe.
sound.
Yeah. But you're too, because I would say that you don't even register at Hubble because as this is all occurring down in the rift, the doors burst open. Both of them. And a whole fuckload of androids come in. All with their guns raised. All right.
Okay.
There's about 12 to 15 of them.
Oh, that's a lot.
They have all of their guns out. They're all submachine guns. And they point them at you. Remember, they're faceless and they don't speak. But what they're demanding is fairly obvious. You have about 2 seconds because you have a raised weapon pointed at them.
They're just
I'm going to.
IED.
I can't kill that many.
You're gonna get scared now, Hubble? Oh,
Hey,
you're gonna
you're
surrender,
dead.
Marine?
Stop
Are you
talking,
gonna
dead
surrender,
guy.
Marine?
Mr. Hubble, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Just go with them. Maybe these are the nice ones. What can they? Yeah, what? To their defense,
Okay.
every time we haven't been hostile with them, they haven't been hostile with us. This would be a first.
Hear me out.
Okay, firsts happen all the time, but every time we've met force, we've gone shooting's come back. We've gone with anger's come back. Why don't you try to? What you should do, Hubble, and this is Trader. Mr. Hubble, sir, I think you should love your enemy, sir. I think you should just try to like embrace them and see maybe they'll take pity on you. Yeah, they'll take pity on you and just like walk you back through the horrible.
Right. Thank you for the input.
Hey, can we retroactively say that when I said tell Felsa I'm sorry, I said it with comms on?
All right, John, I have a couple questions. I was imagining the hatch is quite narrow, closed, and I'm concealed. They are still aware of me, visibly. It's clear they know where I am.
Yes.
Mother sees you, or Monarch sees you and tells them where you are.
They don't have great shots, but there's 15.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
You still have cover. I'm not saying you don't have cover, but
right.
But yeah, they know you're there.
Odds are bad. That 15 is more than I was expecting. I'm going to immediately push down the shaft. I'm just going to drop.
Okay,
I'm going away.
There's a smattering of gunfire, just like real quick, and then it stops.
Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm going down. We're going to cut our way out of the hall, Trader.
Okay. You start floating down the hole.
An hour down that tunnel, Ted.
What?
He can make it.
Making it an hour down that tunnel.
You're dead. He's going to be fine.
You're also dead. Your input is appreciated, but illegal.
Before we follow up with what happens with Hubble, what Trader, you're all alone down there. You're not quite sure. I mean, we're all about metagaming in this group, so I mean, you can play with the knowledge that you Matt have, but Trader technically doesn't know what just occurred in the rift. All you know is that no one's talking to you.
I'm continuing. Well,
I will tell him what's happening.
People stopped talking to me a long time
ago. Well, Hubble, you don't know either. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can tell Trader that a fuck ton of androids just showed up more than I can,
sure.
And I'm coming to get you. Let's get out of here.
Roger.
Yeah. And so my plan, John, is unchanged. As soon as I handed off the weird ball of wires, I'm booking it as fast as I can down to the floor, like the bottom of this room.
Yeah.
So that, and my plan is to use my industrial laser cutter that I have, and I want to cut through the floor. I'm trying to cut a new hatch out to space. So I don't know how long it'll take me to. I do have 0G, but I'm booking it straight down like the skydivers, from super high altitude skydivers, booking straight down to try to cut a hole in the floor.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're shooting down as quickly as you can. Let's see. Okay. At this point, so Hubble, you are racing down the tunnel as quick as you can to enter into the chamber itself. You're in 0G. The hatchway is ripped off above you, and a whole bunch of androids come in. Now they can't all fit in there all at once, but they're probably about 2 abreast. I'll start floating down, and they're going to fire upon you.
If I'm floating down, I could just sort of turn around and fire back while I'm floating down,
you
right?
Could. Yes, you could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I will absolutely do that then.
You can do that. Go for it.
Get in a kneeling position and flash your own legs.
Oh, yeah.
And work as a shield.
All right. So, combat of 53, firearms of 15. That's a 68. I'm using a pulse rifle. Are we at long range?
You long range, yeah.
Okay. All right. And 69, dude.
Nice.
Is that a failure?
That is a failure by 1.
No, dude. 69 always wins.
So maybe I hit the guy behind him.
Okay.
He said with extreme confidence that John would definitely go for that.
All right. You're going to take...
Oh, he hits me?
Yeah, both of them. Well, yeah, they both hit you.
How?
What do you mean how? Oh, ow.
I mean, what the hell? Like, if I can't hit them, they can't hit me. That's just standard physics, man.
First one hit you for 13.
All right.
Did you lose a wound?
No.
Okay.
I have 3 health left on that wound.
The second one hit you for another 11.
Okay, so 3, 11, 8. Okay, so I have 8 health, and I've taken 2 of my second wound.
Okay. All right, I've recorded the wound. So it rips into you, and it doesn't feel good at all.
Ooh.
Well, your bullets go wide. Okay, and so there's basically this.
They don't go wide. They miss by that much.
By that much, yeah. A vertical running gun battle, 0G gun battles occurring as you're racing down the thing. As Trader is just moving further and further away from you down. Trader, you are at the point now where you're probably passing like the peak of the inverted mountain. Okay. And you're continuing to go down. As you go past the peak of the mountain, you get one last glimpse of what the screens actually have a readout. But this time, they're accompanied on all bands. You could think this is probably deep wide on your comms and everywhere else. It says, I'm making it up as I go, so it's obviously much more smooth than this. But it says nuclear failsafe reactivated. The deep will self-destruct in... One moment, please.
Cut faster. And if you can cut it so that my dead body just falls straight through the hole, that'd be great.
Ted, did you die? I missed it.
I haven't died, but it doesn't look good for Hubble.
The deep will self-destruct in T-minus 4 hours.
Okay, that's plenty of time.
So Renzo got my message, right? That's what's happening.
Invasive.
Monarch doesn't give AF.
Invasive crew to be terminated.
Weird. Why would he kill himself just because we're in here fucking him up?
All microcraft launched.
Oh, that's why.
Monarch has a microcraft. All right. Can I shoot more androids, John?
Yes.
I don't suppose I can get advantage because they're densely packed in the tunnel.
No.
No?
Nope.
No? Oh.
They're all perfectly in single file, Ted. They're in perfect unison with each other.
Well, it turns out...
You miss one, you miss all of them.
It turns out it's really hard to shoot upside down in 0G, falling weightlessly at androids in the dark. I missed.
Okay. Oof. All right. You're going to take 7 from 1.
Okay. I still have 1 health point.
That's more than you need. You got this.
And then you take 5 from the second.
That pushes me into 0 health and 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Okay. So you have your death die, basically.
Wait. I'm wearing a vac suit.
You are.
That takes some... but I'll die of vac... Okay. I'm toast, man.
No,
I'll die in the vacuum or I'll die from the bullets.
Ted, there's atmosphere. It's just the cold.
It's just the cold?
The cold to kill you.
Yeah, but I was going to go into space to get away.
Okay, so
that's
patch kit. Yeah.
The way it would work basically is the first round that got you would have punctured your suit, making the suit not viable anymore, which would have prevented any AP soak for the latter hits.
But it's AP of 3, right?
You had a regular one. If it was the one that Crader was wearing,
yeah. But however, once the vac suit is punctured, you are you are basically frozen instantaneously within seconds because
it doesn't continue to insulate, even though it's just got a tiny hole in it.
Well, I'm not trying to all it is, Ted, is it's a matter of time, and I don't want to stretch it out for it. I just want to keep on making rolls. You know what I mean?
Fine.
Yeah,
I would like to just shoot 1 android though. That was all I wanted.
I could just wave my hand and say, "You shoot 1 android."
Well, yeah, one of those bullets ricochets off.
Yeah,
and
incredible.
Catches the guy.
You're a hero, Ted. You're a hero.
Oh, that's all I wanted to hear.
You actually saved the entire day. We're fine. No, I'm back to life.
Trader.
With my dying words, I say, I hope David's all right.
Do I make it down, John? Can I try to cut through?
Yes. After some time, you finally make it down. Now you can. No, I guess you can't hear anything because no one's talking to you on comms. Okay, but
it's fine.
Above you, though, you do see. It's quite beautiful. For a split second, you think it's quite beautiful because you see a whole like a star field of sparkling yellow lights. Just kind of winking, just everywhere, seemingly chaotic. And you don't quite know what they are. The rest of you, because you're all dead, I'll just tell you it's the lights on top of their submachine guns as they all come pouring into the chamber.
I've got to be at extreme distance, though. I've got to have some point to rupture this hull, John. I've got to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
you're really far away.
You finally reach the very, very bottom. You look up, and it's just darkness, except for like the twinkling lights, and you see a couple what you assume is like lights of the monitors on Monarch, but it's very, very far away. This took you, a long time to get down there. And you alight upon a gold circuited panel that's relatively curved, like it's convex curved. Very, very gentle curve though, because it's so massive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And knowing that we've gone like deep in the deep, double deep, right? Then we started on 3, we went down and down and down. This has got to be close towards the bottom. I'm going to whip out my big laser, John, and I'm going to punch a hole in this floor. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to tie. I guess I don't have to tie. I'm just going to use my mag boots. I'm going to use my mag boots to stick on the floor so I'm not instantly sucked through the hole that I'm about to create. And I'm going to let loose with that laser, trying to cut a hole that I can get out of here. Okay.
You start trying to cut. It's not easy. I mean, it's a laser cutter, so it goes through, but it's not going out to space because, of course, the place is heavily shielded. Very, very thick, and it's slow going.
Can I at least get to if I get a space that a person can go through? Can I look underneath? There's not that rush. Obviously, I didn't make it to vacuum, but is there a crawl space or another space that I can go into? The drop floor that they have in all the server rooms, where there are more wires.
There isn't. There's just like the cavity that you've sort of cut away, that is just yielding, wires and all sorts of metal and scrap and all that kind of stuff. So your goal is to cut a hole through and just escape out to the vacuum.
I mean, or to another room. Like I'm trying to get out of where I am.
Yeah, but in the most
if I cut straight down,
in the most brutish way possible, right? So there's, so it's going to come down to a single roll here, Matt.
Okay.
You have to. It's basically fruitless, but this is what I'm gonna give you one roll. You must
I can make fruit out of this.
Critically succeed on some action roll. I don't know what you.
Okay.
We can discuss what it's going to be. You must critically succeed, or you're just going to be mowed down in a barrage of gunfire. They're going to get to you first.
Okay. Let's see. What do I got? All right. I have. Let's see. Hacking's probably not going to cut it. I've got a +10 to industrial equipment, which this laser cutter would be, and I'm an industrial size space.
That's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've got 48s in both speed and intellect, right? So 58 is what I'm trying to roll under.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
So you need a 11, 22, 33, 44, or 55. Is that what you're saying, John?
Yeah, I've got a ton of options.
0.
You have a 4%, 5% chance of doing this.
Right? That's better than nothing.
How did Ted just calculate that? What the fuck?
All right, I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. All I need is 2 of the same number, both 5 or under. I can do that. I didn't do that.
Yeah. I didn't do that. Shocker.
I mean, I rolled really well. I rolled a 13. So I lasered through quite a bit.
Yeah. You got close. You got close to the end. To being sucked out into space. But instead,
your last thought was that little piece popping out into space, and you're about to jump in, and then right in the back of the head.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. So they get a beat on you because of the red slagged metal and the red cutter, so it's just, you're pretty easy to mark out, and you're just like, come on, fuck, hurry. And then it's just like, and you're a smear on the ground.
Damn.
So,
hey, baby.
That
Ted, I think I beat your record.
Is a true TPK.
Holy crap.
All right.
So I guess I should have run away when I had the dance.
Should Ted have run there?
Mm-hmm.
Or surrendered?
Would running have actually helped?
You had a fraction of when Silas sort of told you this is your moment. That was your moment.
So it would have worked.
It would have led to a series of tests, like like speed tests, that sort of thing. I thought your immediate plan would have been, if I have this chance to go, I'm going to the panic room, which is not terribly far away. It still would have been a challenge.
It's far enough away that I'd have to cross through a lot of monkey rooms,
but it's also a lot closer than the bell or anywhere else that you would deem to be safe. It's it's an extremely safe spot, and it was relatively near. That you could have held out. I don't know what you would have done once you were there. Basically a dead end, but you could have held out.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Damn.
Monarch wins.
Man.
You tried.
Wins.
You got all the way to the center and to his vulnerable spot, but it was probably obvious in retrospect. We can kind of do a post-mortem defrag as we're kind of talking here, since we're early. That the input port that David connected to, that's where the Mind Thief's device would have wreaked havoc on Monarch.
If we had that. Yeah.
But that was a tall order, because you would have had to escape from here, go find your way to the Mind Thief, which was you didn't technically really know the way, and so you had to stumble, then go all the way back. And the problem is you pissed off Silas. So the way that works is Silas would allow you to leave the pseudo-flesh farms unharmed, but would not allow you to return to the pseudo-flesh farms without a fight. And that's the only way to get to the AI core, is through the pseudo-flesh farms. So the deck was really stacked against you.
Let's play again. Funny. New characters right at the beginning. Yeah. Should we just go?
It's so funny.
We have 4 hours.
How much of this came down to that one failed Ben's check, right? Because our intention was not to piss off Silas, but then Thulsa failed her Ben's check, went nuts, and had to break shit.
Yeah.
And that pissed off Silas. There was no other way really to do that.
Yeah.
I'm curious, John, if we were to cut away from all of this chaos, and I don't know, just for gags, back on the bell, we have camera feeds, which God, what's his name? Skull Eater? I don't even know anymore.
Ghost Eater.
Ghost Eater has access to. Does he see anything on the camera feeds? Does he see that one guy staring off into space again? I just want to know what the epilogue looks like,
Oh, well, I don't think he sees anything interesting on the camera feeds or anything like that, but the Bell would have also got on their comms Monarch's message about the nuclear failsafe. All craft that was able to be boarded would have been immediately boarded and taken off. The blockade would, of course, have dispersed, probably trying to escort people away, and probably would have also immediately radioed Thelema that this was the case. They would have attempted in frustration to shoot down any of the microcraft, but they would have been unsuccessful. They would have gotten a couple, but there were so many of them that they wouldn't have been able to stop most of them. And then the Deep would have exploded in low orbit over Baphomet 3, and a gigantic nuclear explosion. And
man!
Who the big winner is here is Lucky Takahashi, our captain, who has stashed on his ship that artifact that we found, right? That disc.
Yep.
That was worth everything. What did we say it was worth? It was 100 million credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this erase our debt, John? Like
Lucky Takahashi, indeed.
Yeah. So
I'm very curious. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So the Thelema is super thrilled that this all happened. Like, they're super happy. They were able to remove the blockade. They don't have to put up that front, the threat of, according to them, is over. Now, the thing is, little do they know that a lot of people of infiltrators have infiltrated into Thelema, what happens after that. So basically, the reason that Monarch, because his intelligence was so vast, he didn't really have any sort of survival instinct. He had a survival instinct, but it wasn't about him as the mountain, right, or him in the deep or anything like that. It was about just
his plans.
His plans, exactly, like his legacy, right? And there is more than just infiltrators in those microcraft. There were like seeds that they called like the heirs, basically, like they're like little micro monarchs. So he'll eventually be able to seed himself in inhabited systems and become another monarch, and it just spirals out of control from there. Pretty nasty stuff.
So sort of like the Borg kind of thing,
I guess. I don't know Star Trek. But,
oh my God!
Yeah. All I know is resistance is futile. That's a Borg thing, right?
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
You did it.
And Jedi are like a Star Wars thing, just so you know.
Yeah, that's different stuff, John.
I do know that there's Star Wars and Star Trek. Yes.
Different space religion. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
All right, so we failed this adventure. Just flat out failed this adventure. That's takes me right back to like 8th grade.
Speak for yourself.
They call it old school.
It's a horror.
Speak for yourself, Mike. David's core objective from like episode 2 was merging with Monarch. Now it was a malevolent god who destroyed him and everyone with him. But
it's not a heroic adventure game. It's a horror game.
Was there a way for me to actually like incapacitate him with my shotgun bomb, John, or was that just pissing up the hill?
I'll give you Luke actually put something concrete in the AI core here. I'll read it out to you. Monarch can withstand, I'm quoting, can withstand 20,000 damage internally before it cannot be repaired and dies, plunging the station into chaos.
Yeah.
And
20,000. Well, that's not much.
And
I'm sure like a few shotgun shells would do that.
And then there's like an inset that says Monarch has virtually unlimited health. Players must find a creative way to hurt Monarch. Basic weapons just won't do it. Yeah. So he just put 20,000 there just to kind of give you a scope, We all remember the classic thing, like when you got your copy of Deities and Demigods, you're like, Odin has 200 hit points. Let's go kill him. Stupidest thing that TSR ever did, right? All right. So that was Mothership Gradient Descent. I hope you guys had a good time playing it. I had a fun time running it. And I think it probably
did have a good time. We all started as Stardust and ended as Stardust, gang. Isn't that so poetic?
There you go.
So are we just going to restart with a new party next week?
No. We are not.
I think what we're missing here is the real important question, John, is like, who, of all of us, just like who had at the end of the game, like if we were to look back, right?
I know you're going.
Wonder out loud, who had the highest score?
Oh, anyway, I don't think we need to dwell on these things. It's not really that kind of a game.
Impossible to figure out at this
point.
That's
a
good question, but also
that ended the module too with your stupid pissing off Silas thing.
Well, hey, you know what? Yeah. Those trees had it coming. Is all I had to say. One was coming right for me.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I think we will end it there. I'm sure we'll do some sort of recap, maybe a live stream or something like that. We will figure it out and schedule it and all that kind of good jazz. But who knows where the future lies. So thank you, everyone, for watching and or listening. This has been episode 24 and the final episode of Mothership Gradient Descent. So thank you for watching this episode, and thank you for watching or listening to the entire run. We really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate all audience members who have been tolerant of my increasing frustrations with the module. But I did actually have a really good time playing it, and I have nothing but admiration for the system and the game itself.
As did I. It was a really, really good time. I think all of us really had a really fun time.
I really like this game a lot.
Yes, likewise.
Yeah.
I'm here for the failure. That's what I'm here for.
My only regret is that David put forth an incredible effort in creating all of these lovely visual assets for us. Thank you to David for that, as always. And they did not get the length of exposure that they should have. With the quality of the artwork, it should have lasted at least an Arden Boole amount of length of time. But we do appreciate the artwork. It's really made the show. So thank you, David, for doing all that amazing artwork.
Love you, boys.
I know it was a lot of work. And of course, thanks as always go out to our unseen secret member, Hellrude Hank, who created the music for the opening credits there too. So thank you, Hank. We really do appreciate it. And of course, our biggest round of thanks goes out to all of you out there, all of our supporters, our community members, and especially, of course, our patrons, our explorers, our delvers, and right at the top of the heap, the conquerors. David gets the distinct pleasure of reading those one last time for Mothership. Go for it, David.
Listen, Monarch, I've been trying to tell you, I need to talk. There are all of these people who believe in you. If you just get over your fucking bullshit. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to welcome our newest conqueror, Dapper Dinosaur. Welcome. And for the rest of you, thank you so much. Glintwine, Benton, Lucifer, Chris Ackroyd, Jason Goodman, 3C273, Evan Leroy, Narrative Erection, Adam McKinney, Ioet, Pendulous Tat, Soul Slur, and Gunter, Chris Harvey, Bryn Kneecleaver, Sorcerius, Chris Malone DM, Crayon Box, Oxion, Erica, 3D6DTL, parentheses, 1 session since our last PC test. Well, I'm sorry to tell you something.
Got some bad news there.
Well, party. Simone Canola, Trogdor the Burninator, Mike Butts, Old Squirty, Biggest Stiggus, John Busek, Jesus Christ, John Busek, Scott Fournier, Eric Mader, Sophia Peng, Mark Dyson, Carl Stephenson, Necrotic Gnome, Derek B. I miss Sleepy Detox Ted, Eric Manley, Ted Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberry, Christo Lute, Jeff, Archilochus, Jofo, Brutes Monkey, Hot Dog, The Mighty Martian, Noah, AJ, Omedophiliacs, Rejoice, Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Brett Sullivan, Desiree Marcel, Grizz Loves Games, Dustin Reedy, Chris Rowe, Benjamin, King of Zoops, NP, Todd, Munchkin Mike's Ripe Meat Off the Bone Dwarf Appreciation Society, Steve, Jeff Marino, Alan Barton, Richard Kirkland, Eric Tsunami MD, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Smarl, Richard Barton, Christian Carter, Dungeon Maestro, Isaac Saves versus Vomit Spencer, James Boyle, Chris Lauricella, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps. Now it's time for the Davids. Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett, Mercury 605, Darger, Procyon, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Casenberry, John and Law Logan, the Kabrowskis, Bruiser, Phil, Nakano the Amused, Eric Pierce, Nick, Jeff Seismansky, Eric Lawson, Mando NZ, Faisal Bouchawareb, Jimbo WA, Ted Gast, Eric Lawson, Grunt, Eric Schroker, Jason Jones, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Ash Gabrielle, Chongus, Hex Brawler Josh, X, Arno, Iona, Michael Walker, Mother of Romulus. Hand Dandler feels bad about the Anton Chagor Crackless episode, given what happened. Sean Ellis, Summon Toast, Turu Tuishvan, R. Cabral, Dungeon Art Adam, Scott Yearsley, Kickmaniac, Dire Grew, Tom Eric Garrettson, Hang On. What happened to all the Matts? Matthew Mattis, Mads the Danish Matt, Matt the Merry Muffin Bear, Matt Don't You Forget About Me Walsh, Matt Mason, Matt Koenig, and Matt Young. Thank you so much.
Yes. There you go. Thank you so much to all of our supporters. We really do appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in for this run of Gradient Descent using the Mothership system. Thank you all to all of our community out there. We really do appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Take care.
Thank you all. And thank you, John.
Thanks a lot, John.